We're so happy to have you on with us again. And of course, we've got this great movie, Crescent City, and we want to thank our sponsor, Keo. So first of all, this movie, we get to see you in a whole different light in this one. And this must have been, a lot of movies aren't that much fun to work on. This one actually looked like it was.
You're right. It was a lot of fun. I mean, just with the cast alone, you get these incredibly amazing actors that have been in the business forever, powerhouse men to come together. And, the chemistry between Isai and Terrence is so hilarious on and off screen. I do believe they should have their own show together. They're so good. And every day on set was an absolute blast with all of them. And RJ, our director, that's what people love about him. One of the things is he does is sort of create that old school environment. We honestly felt like family straight away, and everyone's families flew in and everyone was there for it. It was such a beautiful experience. I have really fond memories of making this movie.
Hmm. Well, yeah, I was looking at that one scene, and you're in the room. It's just you, Esai, Terrence, and Alec, and I'm just thinking, man, that must have been a powerful room to be in, and such a fun scene to film.
It definitely is, as a woman stepping into that environment. I mean, you with award-winning actors,
Yeah.
but they're so humble and gracious and clever and intelligent and funny, and they have such great stories, and they allow everyone around them to feel comfortable and bring out the best in you, allowing you to be vulnerable and to find your voice in a safe place. And it really was a great experience. These guys are top notch. Like it's such a treat to be with them and to perform with them and to unravel these characters together in a short period of time. And we're laughing our asses off between each take. That's the truth. I mean, it's fun. Isai and Terrence are hysterical. Alec too. I mean, they're all, they've been doing this a long time. They all know the same people, and some have worked together before. So just to be in the airspace was lovely.
Yeah. Is there a certain scene, like a day scene or time on set, that you think you always take with you that was special to you for some reason?
Every day was so much fun, to be honest with you. Every day we're challenging different emotions in the scenes and stuff, and even in the heavy scenes and the dark scenes, even when we're breaking into that house and stuff, the door wouldn't open and other things were going, and we'd roar with laughter. And there's one place we got to that was so dark and weird. And me and Terrence were like, let's take off our shoes and ground ourselves. So we took our shoes off just to put our feet on the soil. The random little moments that happen between all this. And Isai is a friend of mine outside of this movie. I've known him for a couple of years, him and his family. So I adore him. So it's like having family out there and friends out there. And RJ, obviously, I've known for 17 years. So the whole experience is really fun.
Yeah. And Esai's way different than his character, we should note.
So different. By the way, the most loving music.
Right.
And we play music on the weekends with our
Yeah.
families, do barbecues and stuff. I mean, he is the plays this wild, and he's just that's not who Isai is.
Yeah.
This is what makes him so good. Isai is an incredible, incredible actor. It's
Mhm.
magnificent to watch him perform.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, you're up there doing it, and you make it look easy, and you always have. And people look up on the screen and go, "See that? Now that's what I want to do." And what again? And you've done this in a few different industries. Oh, what advice do you give to people that want to follow in your footsteps?
It's I think life is the most important thing. We need to be human and live our lives and work out who we are as humans. And if you're drawn to this business, try to keep the two separate, even though it's very hard to because it's such a personal business. And so much of who you are, you're not selling a product, you're selling yourself. So there's no sort of method to this business. The reason why people get jobs and get hired is so wacky and bizarre. Some is out of luck, out of talent, out of being in the right place at the right time. Immerse yourself in it. Make it part of your life to be an actor, which means classes and traveling and experiencing and taking risks. But also your personal growth is crucial, and your personal growth will reflect in your work and make you wiser and better. And as you get older, you learn more in real life, which you can allow to grow through your characters that you get to play on screen and stuff. It's a bizarre industry with so many ups and downs. I don't recommend it for everyone, but like You know, it's the path I chose, so I really lean into all of it. The pain, the uncertainty, the adventure, the excitement. It's a wild ride. It's a very specific lifestyle. So if you choose it, try and, even at a young age, try and open your heart up to knowing that you're in for quite a journey.
Yeah, absolutely. Well said. Well, you might recall my co-host is Drew Pearson, one of our great Dallas Cowboys, caught the Hail Mary. And so we got to refresh and do that Hail Mary moment, which is that moment in your life or career where you just had to go for it and it worked out for you. What do you suppose that was for you? You might have had a few.
I think I've had a couple, to be honest with you. I can be sitting at home completely lost with no idea what's coming next. And I've had a phone call and asked to be on a huge movie set with enormous actors within 3 days. And I know people that panic with that. You have to learn to pivot in life and in this business. Pivot, move forward, and go with it. Take a chance. You really got to remember that none of this lasts forever. Nothing sustains. Everything is momentarily, especially in such a fast moving world that we're in now. So if you get some great opportunities, really keep your heart open and embrace it. I've learned so much and experienced so much from saying yes, even in my personal life, making choices of where I go for holiday. What am I doing today? What are we doing this afternoon? Let's go. I think, know your boundaries, but always say yes.
Yeah, I love that. Well, on Record, we talk about that success mindset that you have to have, whether or not you're feeling it, because, us creative types, we're notoriously hard on ourselves. But sometimes you just have to take the red pill and just, have confidence in what you're doing. And so, is there something that you keep in mind that keeps you on the right path, even when things are tough?
Yeah, that's why I always say your personal life and your mental health is paramount to anything else in life. How you take care of yourself, learning who you are, your boundaries, who you're growing to become, your own traumas, what you want to do with them, dealing with all of that and having that as your foundation will allow you to survive this very uncertain business that throws incredible high frequencies at you that you don't usually experience in a normal life. You can be up one day and down the next. But if you come home to a relatively calm space that you've created with your good health and good mindset, you can survive a little better. It's a really wild business. You can understand why people turn to alcohol and drugs and lose their way. It's hard enough being a human, and then to be put in a spotlight in a bizarre business, it becomes addictive. I think my key would be my love for animals, rescuing animals, what I do outside of work, my family. Those things I genuinely really, really love. They give me butterflies more than anything, so that when I'm not working, which can be for long periods of time, I really am enjoying my life. So just the balance is paramount and must be trained like anything else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I love that. Well, last thing, I can't wait to see what you're going to be in next after seeing this. What are we going to see?
Me either. I don't know. I've got so many wacky, wild things coming out. So there's all sorts of stuff coming out, polar opposite to this, some comedy in there. So I don't know what's coming out first, but that's on its way.
But we'll see you in a lot, which we're happy about, and thank you again so much for being with us, and thank you for continuing to put out great content that entertains us when we need it the most, and I'll look forward to having you on again soon, and thank you again to our sponsor Keo, and we'll talk to you again very, very soon.
You got it, love. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.